Hey guys, it's your girl Cam, and before we get started, I would like to say Joseph is feeling a little bit under the weather today, so he will not be joining us. We hope you feel better, Joseph. But for those who are here, welcome back to today's podcast for new and old guests. We hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. Today we're talking about something we all have, but don't always talk about: mental health. Not the Instagram quote version, not the just think positive version, the real messy human version. So whether or not you are driving, lying in bed, doing dishes, or just trying to get through the day, I'm really glad you're here. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's talk. When people hear mental health, they often think something has to be wrong. But mental health isn't just about an illness. It's about how we cope, how we feel, how we carry stress, joy, grief, fear, love, all of it. Just like physical health, mental health exists on a spectrum. Some days you feel strong and grounded. Other days, brushing your teeth feels like climbing a mountain. Both are human, both are valid. And no, struggling doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're alive and responding to life. There's this unspoken rule in society: be productive, be happy, be fine. So when someone asks, "How are you?" we say, "I'm good," even when we're not. We scroll past highlight reels while feeling like we're falling behind. We tell ourselves, others have it worse, so I shouldn't feel this way. But pain isn't a competition. Your feelings don't need permission to exist. You're allowed to say, "I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed," or "I don't know what I'm feeling, but something feels off." That honesty, that's strength. Mental health care doesn't have to be dramatic or expensive or perfect. Sometimes it looks like drinking a glass of water, stepping outside for 2 minutes, turning off notifications, letting yourself cry without judgment, saying no without explaining yourself. Sometimes self-care isn't bubble baths. Sometimes it's survival, and it counts. And if you can, reaching out matters. A friend, a therapist, a support line, or even us here at Be Kind Save Lives. You don't have to carry everything alone. If today is heavy, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken, you are not a burden, and you are not alone, even when it feels like you are. This moment is not the end of your story. Feelings change. Hope exists. You matter even on the days you don't feel like you do. And if you feel unsafe with your thoughts, please reach out to local crisis lifelines or emergency services, or even 988. Asking for help is an act of courage, not failure. Before we go, there's one more thing I really want to say, because someone listening right now probably needs to hear it. Even if you've done something in your life that you regret, even if you made a choice you wish you could undo, even if you've hurt someone or hurt yourself in the process, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means you're human. Good people make mistakes, caring people still get things wrong, and growth often starts with regret. Not because you're broken, but because you care. Feeling remorse isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign that you've learned something. It's proof that you are capable of change. You are allowed to grow beyond old versions of yourself. You're allowed to say, "That wasn't who I want to be, and I'm choosing a better now." You are allowed to forgive yourself while still learning from the past. Your worst moment does not define your entire life. Your mistakes are chapters, not the whole story. And mental health isn't about being perfect. It's about being honest, being gentle with yourself, and continuing growing, even if it's hard. Thank you for spending time with me. If this episode meant something to you, hold on to it or share it with someone who might need it. Take care of your mind, take care of yourself, and remember, you are more than what you've been through. I'll talk to you next time. Now, to you, Jalen.
Hey guys, it's Jalen. I am thrilled to be back with you guys for a podcast. I feel like it's been so long. Today I want to talk about a very important topic, suicide prevention. It can feel like a very heavy topic, and don't get me wrong, it is. But it can also be a hopeful one. Prevention is about protecting lives, helping people, and reminding each other that there's always a reason to keep going. For a long time, people were afraid to talk about mental health. They thought it was better to stay quiet, but silence doesn't solve problems. Talking, caring, and paying attention do. While we shine light on prevention, we make it easier for people to ask for help and feel less alone. And honestly, we live in some dark times right now. Many feel worried about the future, stressed by what they see in the world, or overwhelmed by things that are happening in their own lives. It can sometimes feel that there is more bad news than good news, but dark times are exactly when light matters the most. They are when kindness matters the most and when hope matters the most. Prevention starts with simple things. It starts by noticing the people around us. Life can be stressful for everyone, kids, teens, and adults. People deal with pressure, worries, family struggles, and feelings that can sometimes not be seen. That can sometimes seem overwhelming. When someone feels like that, a little bit of kindness can make a huge difference. A friendly smile, a sincere "are you okay?" or taking time to listen can remind someone that they matter. We don't need to have all the answers, we just need to care. But the biggest part of prevention is something much more powerful: hope. Hope is the belief that things can get better even when they are really hard. Everyone faces difficult moments in life. Sometimes problems feel huge, like they will never end. But hope reminds us that that feelings change, situations change, and that no bad moment lasts forever. Hope is what helps people hold on during the toughest days. It's the reminder that there are people who care about you, people who want to help you, and a future full of possibilities is still ahead. Sometimes hope comes from a friend, sometimes it comes from a family, a teacher, a counselor, or someone who simply listens. And sometimes hope grows inside you. When you realize that life has value and that you deserve support and understanding, it can feel, if you feel overwhelmed or worried about yourself, reaching out is an act of hope. It means that you believe tomorrow can be better. And if you're ever worried about a friend, speaking up and getting help for them is also an act of hope. There's always people ready to listen. In the United States, anyone can call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, anytime or day or night. It's free, private, and there to help. Knowing that support exists gives all of us more hope. Even in difficult times, we can choose to be lights for each other. Prevention really works when people help people. So let's also be kind to people who shine the light in the darkest moments. Let's be the reason someone feels seen, heard, and cared about. And most of all, let's hold on to hope and help others hold on to. Because every single person here matters. Every life has a value. And there is always hope. We hope you enjoyed today's episode of the podcast, and we hope you enjoy the fun Super Bowl weekend. But until next time, this is Jalen and
Cam
signing off. Go Seahawks!